So welcome back to another episode of the FIFA 20 News Show. Today we are doing what we always do, and that's cover the news that happened this week in the world of FIFA. We talk about the social media stuff as well as the important in-game stuff that you need to know as well. Today we're going to be covering some FIFA updates that occurred this week, also some Ultimate Team stuff, and there's also some new things that got added into the game as well. So if you do enjoy today's video, please leave a thumbs up for me, it always helps. And if you are new to the channel and you want to know all the latest FIFA 20 news, we do these episodes every week, so subscribe today, you won't miss anything. Title Update 10 was announced for FIFA 20, this is the latest update, and it's a pretty good update. It does bring in some career mode changes, and also they fix some gameplay issues, some Ultimate Team stuff as well, you know how it usually goes. But in terms of the faces, they also brought in 71 new faces, and I did make a compilation earlier this week of the faces that got added into the game. But apparently there is a few hidden faces that still need to come out in future squad updates. The first one is from Roma. His name is David Bua or something, and that is his face there. I don't know who posted it originally, maybe it was FIFA All-Stars, but I think you have to go into like the code of the game to get the face. So he's got a new face, and according to a tweet by Blade Johnson, who puts out a list of all the new faces, he's also included 2 players from the Spanish League. One is Sabin Mourinho, who plays for CD Leganés, and then there's also a player called Leiva, who plays for CD Tenerife. So those are 2 Spanish players that I haven't covered. And then there's also Jose Mourinho's face. Apparently his face has been added into the game now, but I haven't seen it because the squad update hasn't come out. And then there's also 2 players here that weren't in the game at the moment. So we have Carreno, who plays for Universidad Católica, and then we have Boa, who plays for Roma, that I showed you just now. So also there's Nathan Harker as well from Newcastle. So there's a few missing faces, a few hidden faces that we still need to unlock with future squad updates. But currently this update is only out on PC, it is missing on the consoles. But I've worked it out, it's because they've got the Foot Champions event this weekend, and usually EA does not put out the update on consoles whenever there's a Foot Champions event on the same weekend. So you're going to have to wait until maybe early next week to get the update, and if you're on a console, but PC does have it, you can install it right now and you can get the benefits of the update. But whenever there's a foot event, an esports event, they don't usually put the update out on consoles. I think it's because they don't want to tweak the gameplay and stuff, because the pros have been practicing on a different patch. I'm not really sure how it works, but that's my guess. So EA Corey has returned to Twitter, and basically he's starting fresh on the site, and obviously he's been missing since the hacking scandal a few months ago. So he put out a set of tweets. He's also changed his handle now to Corey SA. It's not EA Corey SA anymore. I think that's what it was before. He goes, looks like Twitter got my account sorted. Back with a new handle, but wanted to give some updates to those that follow me for FIFA. This is fully a personal account now and not used for updating or feedback. Please use EA FIFA Direct as you are now. This change and new handle is just me taking back my personal social life and less to do with work or how I used my old handle on a day-to-day basis. I gave this a few months and felt the change was important to share, knowing what a lot of you followed me for in the past. That's not to say that there won't be the odd tweet about FIFA or EA every now and then. Yes, I do work there, but it won't be what some of yous are used to. If you choose to stay followed or have in the past, thanks for the continued support and keeping me company. So looks like he's back with the Twitter handle, but it's going to be a personal account now. You won't get updates about FIFA from him or any communication about FIFA as well. He does have about 80,000 followers. I think it's going to decrease now with the recent update. But yeah, I think this is a good move just for a personal viewpoint, because, you know, he was getting abused and people attacking him personally. EA FIFA Direct can deal with that kind of stuff. They don't need personal people to talk on Twitter, I guess. They don't really do much anyway. They don't really provide that much of an update, but every now and then, you know, he did put out some stuff that kept us updated. But yeah, it's going to be a personal account now, so there's no use really following him unless you want to keep up with his private life. This week there was a little bit of a mix-up with Ultimate Team, so a few SBCs went missing, and I don't know if this is an EA mistake, but definitely something went wrong here, and basically this sums it up. Heads up, EA just removed Flashback Marcelo, Player Moments Bernardo Silva, Player of the Month Trent, amongst other SBCs. EA Sports FIFA, probably a good idea to move that big red button that you use to create and remove content. So yeah, something definitely stuffed up, because these SBCs weren't meant to be removed so early, but EA FIFA Direct came out and said, we're currently investigating an issue that had a few SBCs unexpectedly going offline earlier today. We will add updates to this thread as we get them. Update. We just started rolling the impacted SBCs out again. Players that had completed parts of the challenge should see their progress saved and will be able to continue from where they left off. So no one lost anything if you were halfway through It just stayed once they re-added the SBC, so there was nothing to worry about. And then it says the SBC's duration will be extended by 48 hours to reflect the original time you had to complete them. Thank you for your understanding while we worked on this issue. So yep, EA did rectify this issue, so of course there was a little bit of confusion at first. Something did go wrong, but now it's fixed and you have extra time to do this SBC. This week, the future of FIFA PC modding was in question, was in doubt, because the guy who invented or came up with the Frosty Mod Manager platform, he actually got hired by EA and he's going to be part of the DICE team. So they did actually hire him. Now people were saying maybe they hired him to get rid of the mods on PC for some games like FIFA and stuff. But apparently he's going to have assistants taking over and stuff. But there was a bit of a concern because title update number 10 on the PC did block the access to the Frosty Mod Manager, which is the platform where you install the mods and stuff. So maybe people were saying, you know, EA is going to be blocking the mods on FIFA, which means you're just going to be having a bare bones experience like the console players. A lot of people that play on PC love installing the mods like the realism mod for career mode and stuff. And if that all goes away, then PC is going to be the same as PS4 and Xbox. Now, I believe they did fix the issue where Title Update 10 was not working with Frosty Mod Manager. I believe there's a new version of Frosty Mod Manager out to download now, so if you're having issues, make sure you go and check the new version out. It should work. But FIFA reckons that the guy that actually made the Frosty mod suite is still working on it till February the 1st, and then after that, 2 of his assistants who have helped him over the years will take it over and keep working on it. So apparently the mods are not going away. The platform where you install the mods are not going away, so that's good. But we'll see what happens in the future. He's going to be joining DICE, and we'll see if other people take over. And hopefully there is going to be mods in the future for future FIFA games. It'll be a big shame if we lose it. Now, we all know that the Copa Libertadores DLC is coming very soon in March. And Lucas Pizzatti checked the FIFA files, I think it's like Frosty Editor or something, and he was able to see a Libertadores logo for the competition already inserted into the game files, and he posted the photo on Twitter. So this is no secret, we all know this one is coming, but already we can see assets for the competition in the game code. This week on Twitter, Wayne Rooney posted a photo, and it was basically a FIFA 06 commercial or filming day throwback photo. And when I think back to FIFA 06, I remember getting it on the PSP, and that wasn't too bad. You know, it had the juggling game, it had a decent career mode as well, but I did recently pick up a PS2 version of FIFA 06, and that one was obviously better than the PSP version, but career mode was pretty good as well, and I'm going to actually have a video in the future about FIFA 06 on the PS2, so stay tuned for that. It was a pretty good experience going back to that one. It has a few cool features that you don't see on modern day FIFAs anymore. But do you guys have any memories of FIFA 06? Did you play FIFA back then? And yeah, Rooney posted the photo. He looks pretty young there, and a lot of time has passed since FIFA 06. So this weekend they had the Foot Champions series, you know, the esports stuff, and we all know that the budget for the esports scene is pretty low. You know, the prize pool is not as good as like compared to Fortnite and stuff, but I didn't think it was going to be this bad. So basically Tex put out a tweet saying, "This is the chair I have at a professional gaming tournament." And the budget for the chairs must have been $20. EA just put out another lightning round to pay for new chairs, man. Unbelievable. These chairs are worse than the ones you get at McDonald's, for crying out loud. Eventually though, Tex did get his upgrade after he complained online. They gave him a new chair, and he got one of those gaming chairs. So yep, he did get upgraded, but initially he had one of those IKEA chairs, whatever you want to call them. So it's time to empty your wallets again, because we have a new promo in Ultimate Team called Headliners. And basically there's going to be SBCs, there's going to be packs, there's going to be players you can get with this promo. And they actually put a few words on their website about this promo, so let's take a look and see what they say. On the EA website there is some information about this promo. They wrote a whole essay, to be honest. They're set to write the headlines in 2020 thanks to their incredible form, glimpses of potential under a new manager system, or a return from the treatment table. Foot 20 Headliners celebrates these players with special, unique, dynamic items that are permanently upgraded, with the potential to be further upgraded based on individual and team performances throughout the 1920 season. At the launch of the event, each Foot 20 Headliners player item is released at one in-form upgrade higher than their latest qualifying performance based in form. So a team of the week, a man of the match, you know, those kinds of cards, or their base item. Each time a headliner gets a performance based in-form, their headliner item will also receive an in-form upgrade. This ensures that their headliner item will always stay one in-form ahead for the remainder of the season. In addition, Foot 20 Headliners will also receive an additional one-time permanent upgrade if their club achieves 4 back-to-back wins during the remainder of the domestic league season. If this occurs, the headliners item will remain 2 informs ahead of their last performance-based inform in Foot 20, making headliners one of the most powerful and dynamic player items ever. So this is the first group released already. We've got Neymar, Lewandowski, Salah, Mertens, Luis Alberto, Varane, Telles, Sanson, Semedo, Vardy, Nainggolan, Moreno, Saul, and Walker. There's going to be a Team 2. It does confirm that the Team 2 will be on the 24th of January, so Team 2 will be coming out next Friday. There's also some Q&A that you can read as well, like who qualifies to be a headliner. Foot 20 headliners is a selection of the most informed players in world football currently. A Foot 20 headliners dynamic items, yes they are. What is the performance-based inform? You can read all that kind of stuff there. But the main thing you need to know is that this promo is now in Ultimate Team, and apparently the cards are pretty powerful if you get one. As part of the promo, they released an objective for a player called Plea or Plea, and basically you have to do some objectives in squad battles and also rivals. And they also added in a new SBC for Adama Traore. You have to complete the following objectives. You need a Premier League squad, a Spain squad, and an 85 rated squad. This SBC is currently going for around 227,000 coins on the PlayStation. Another team of the week came out this week. It features a 91 Aguero, 88 Mahrez, 89 Handanovic. There's Keane in there. There's Rashford as well. Jovinko, Bruno Fernandes. Hopefully he signs for United, and much, much more. So make sure you check it out. They're going to be in packs for a couple more days. If you went on Ultimate Team this week, you might have noticed this message from the FIFA team. Apparently they were giving out free kits or something, 21 of them, because of the esports clubs in the global series. So just open the pack. Doesn't cost you anything. You get 21 kits. In some other notable mentions, they did add a flashback Alexis Sanchez card celebrating his 2016-17 season. This one goes for 145k. Trent Alexander-Arnold is also an SBC. This one is his Player of the Month card. This one is going for 265,000 coins. Timo Werner also wins Player of the Month again for the Bundesliga, so his price is 352,000. There's also a marquee matchups thing that's going for about 28,000 coins. And finally, there's a La Liga Santander player pick. This one is between Hernandez or Cordoba, and it's currently going for about 240k. If you want to watch another FIFA 20 video, make sure you hit the card in the middle. I'll see you next time.